All right, so for the next two lessons, we are going to look at volume. Volume is the space inside an object. So you're probably already familiar with surface area. Surface area is if you were to, like, say, paint the outside of an object. Volume is the amount of space in an object. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at cones and cylinders. And then in the next lesson, in lesson number 11, we're going to be looking at spheres. In particular, cone and cylinder, they both have bases that are circles. So you can see in these diagrams, the bases are the shaded part. It's what the object would sit on. That's the base. And notice that the bases are circles in both of these. Now, how you find the volume of an object, any object, is you find the area of the base and you multiply it by the height. You have to do a little bit more when it comes to a cone, and we're going to have to do even more when it comes to a sphere. But the basis is you start with the area of the base, which in this case is a circle, you multiply it by the height. So this would be, so our volume formula is big B, which stands for base, times the height. And base, in the case of a cylinder or a cone, is the area of a circle, which is pi r squared. So our height is obviously the height, and then since we need a radius part of the circle formula, here's our radius right here. Sometimes they give you the diameter. Make sure you know that a radius is half of the diameter. So it's very similar in a cone. It's actually the exact same thing as the cylinder, except it turns out a cone is 1/3 the volume of a equally sized cylinder. And again, pi r squared is the area of the circle, which is the base. Okay, moving on. Find the volume of the circle to the nearest tenth of a centimeter. All right, so you're going to need a calculator, so make sure your calculator is ready. So the first thing we should do is we should identify our parts. Turns out in this one, our radius is 2 and our height is 5.3. We take that directly from the diagram. So this is a cylinder, and so it's just asking us to find the volume. So that's going to be base times height, and we now know that the base is pi r squared, so this formula is really pi r squared h. So let me plug in what I know. Pi, my r is 2, and my h is 5.3. And now I'm going to go to the calculator. Your calculator has the pi symbol, so I would type this in exactly as you see it. And let's note that they asked us to round to the nearest tenth of a centimeter. So when I put this in my calculator, I got 66.6, and that's rounded to the nearest tenth. So we have 66.6, and the way we write it is centimeters cubed. That's the volume of that. Make sure you're practicing putting this in your calculator. Okay, let's keep going. A typical soda can has a volume of 25.2 cubic inches. So this time they're giving us the volume. The volume is 25.2. And it has a height of 4 inches. So our height is 4, and it wants us to calculate the radius. Okay, so we're talking about a cylinder here. So this is going to be volume equals base times height, which we now know is pi r squared h. Let's fill in what we know. We know that the volume is 25.2. And then we have pi. We don't know what the radius is. and we know that the height is 4. Okay, so what I recommend we do from here is I recommend we multiply 4 times pi. Let's simplify this a little bit. So in my calculator, I'm going to do 4 times pi, and I'm going to take that out 3 decimal places. That just makes sure that I don't have any issues with rounding. I'm going to take that out 3 decimal places. So what I have now is I have 25.2 equals, and then when I multiplied it, I got 12.566, and then I've got r squared. Now I'm trying to get r by itself. The first thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 12.566. And so I do 25.2 divided by 12.566, and that gives me 2.005 equals r squared. And in order to get r by itself, in order to undo this squared, I'm simply going to do square root on both sides. That undoes the squared and leaves me with just r. So now I need to take the square root of 2.005. The square root key is second x squared on your calculator, and I get 1.415. 1.415. And this tells me to round to the nearest tenth of an inch. So when I round it, I get 1.4 inches. And that is my answer for the height, the radius of the soda can. All right, moving along. I know I'm going fast here, but there's a lot here, and I want to keep this video as short as possible. Calculate the volume of the cone. Okay, volume is for a cone is 1/3 times base times height. Base is a circle, so it's 1/3 pi r squared h. Okay, what do I have? I have a height of 21, and I have a radius is only half. They gave me the entire diameter, but the radius is only half of that, which is 9. Let's put it in. 1/3 times pi, plug in 9 for the radius, plug in 21 for the height, and then go to the calculator. Pause the video and put that in your calculator as well. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So when I put this in my calculator, I got, and it says round to the nearest hundredth. Nearest hundredth is 2 decimal places. So that's going to be 28. So my final answer here is 1781.28. This is in, they didn't give us units, so I'm just going to leave it like that. They didn't give us any units. All right, one more problem to go. I'm just trying to show you all the different possible types of problems you could see here. An ice cream cone has a volume. So once again, they're giving us the volume. Volume is 80 pi. Okay, so they just actually gave us the pi symbol in that one. And they're telling us that it has a radius of 5. So my radius is 5. They want me to find the height, and they gave me the volume. Okay, let's put our formula. Volume equals 1/3 base times height. We know that the base is a circle, so that's pi r squared h. Let's plug in what we know. We know that the volume is 80 pi. 1/3 times pi. We know that the radius is 5. And we don't know the height. That's what we're solving for. Watch what I can do here. Simplest thing to do. Simplest thing to do here is to divide both sides by pi. When I do that, that actually gets rid of the pi symbols. So now I have 80 equals 1/3 times 5 squared. That equals h. Times h. Sorry, times h. Now what can I do? Well, there's a lot of different things you could do here. One person might choose to multiply both sides by 3. You can do that. What I'm going to choose to do is I'm going to choose to put 1/3 times 5 squared into my calculator. So I'm typing 1/3 times 5 squared in my calculator, and I get 8.3 repeating. So 1/3 times 5 squared is 8.3 repeating, and that's times h. Now all I have to do is divide both sides by the 8.333. So I'm going to do 80 divided by 8.333, and I get 9.600 equals h. They want us to round to the nearest tenth. So that's going to be, my height is 9.6 centimeters. So those are the different types of problems that you're going to come across. What I recommend is that as you're working on the practice, you can go back and watch these the pieces of the video where I'm working on a problem similar to the one you're practicing, and that way you can use the video as a guide.